So what do you do if you only have about 5 hours a week to grow your online business? A lot of people are in this situation, especially at first. If you have a 9-to-5 job and you're trying to build something on the side, you might be thinking, well, how do I do it if it requires a lot of time? I recently got this question from a subscriber. He says, at the end of the newsletter, by the way, if you're not subscribed to my newsletter, the 6-Figure Fast Lane, you need to go do that. You can do that at lanesebring.com/super simple. He says, at the end of the newsletter, you said, simply reply to this email and tell me where you're stuck or struggling in your business, and I'll make future newsletters that will help you tackle those challenges and get to the next level in your online business. So he takes me up on that challenge and he says, I have about 5 hours a week I can commit to building an online business. How would you recommend I spend those hours? I'm a guitar teacher with 30 years experience. I have filmed a couple of beginner courses and I already have ideas for intermediate courses. My weakness is in building an audience. Many thanks. Okay, so I want to answer his question and the question that you might be having as well, which is, if I only have a limited amount of time to work on my business, what do I do? There's a few things to think about here. First, you want to think of the time that you dedicate to building your business as a combination between sprints and pacing. When you run a race, there is a difference between sprinting, which is a short-term activity, and pacing, which is how you do long-term. I know nothing about running, but I do know this. Most runners have a pace. And once they figure out what their pace is, they can run at that pace for miles and miles and miles. And in the race of online business, you really need both. So the first thing I want you to think about is, how can you carve out some time up front to sprint? How can you do that? Well, could you carve out a weekend, 2 days in a row, a Saturday and a Sunday? Is there a couple of days that you could take off work during the week and pair it up with the weekend where you have a Thursday, Friday, a Saturday, and a Sunday? Get creative and carve out at least 2 days, but 3 or 4 is better. And this is going to be your sprint. And when you do this sprint, you're going to focus on 4 things. And these are part of the foundation of your online business. You're going to focus on building your website, building a lead magnet, creating your first email funnel, and then making your content plan. Let's talk about each one of those in order. First of all, you need a website. Your website is simply going to be just a site that is going to get people on your email list. That is it. You don't need to do anything fancy. It can be one page. It just has to center around a compelling lead magnet. The lead magnet is going to be something else that you create. The lead magnet is going to be your free, helpful resource that you put in people's hands for free in exchange for their email address. This is what's going to help build your list. So the website has a page that contains your lead magnet. You got to make your lead magnet. By the way, if you want an example of one, my lead magnet is lanesebring.com/super simple. It's my super simple guide to your first $500 online, which, by the way, everything I'm talking about in this video, if you want to go more in depth, that's the place to do it. It's a free guide just for you to say thanks for stopping by. That also subscribes you to the 6-Figure Fast Lane newsletter, where I will reply to your emails with helpful videos like this. The next thing you're going to do is build your email funnel. Essentially what this is going to be is just when someone gets your lead magnet and they're in your email list, you are going to set up a sequence of emails that is going to welcome them to your list. You're going to ask them for more feedback, like what I did here. Hey, what are you struggling with? Where are you stuck? How can I help you? And eventually you're going to have something to offer for sale. But at first, what you're doing is you're nurturing that list. So far on our 2 to 4 day journey, we are building a simple 1-page website. We're creating a lead magnet, which is a free, helpful resource. We're creating a simple email sequence. Don't get afraid or intimidated by the word funnel. It's just a set of emails that are automatically set up that people get. And by the way, you can do all this on Kajabi. If you use my link, there's some pretty cool bonuses that come with it. Go to lanesebring.com/Kajabi. Get an extended free trial, some cool bonuses, so go check it out there. Content plan is the 4th thing that you're going to do. What I want you to do is take your main niche, your main topic, and break it down into 4 subcategories. For example, over at my other online business, Preaching Donkey, my main topic is preaching, but I have some subcategories or some content buckets under that: sermon prep, sermon delivery, church leadership, and lessons for pastors. There's 4 kind of content buckets that all fit underneath that big umbrella of preaching, how to preach better. So what I want you to do is take your main topic, split it into 4 or 5 content buckets, and under each one of those, make a list of 10 to 12 content ideas. If you do video like I do, it's video ideas. If you do written post, it's post ideas. Whatever the case, make 10 to 12. That will give you a supply of 40 to 50 content ideas that you can begin to work out over time. So this is what you're gonna do in your sprint: the website, the lead magnet, the email sequence, and a content plan. The sprint is now over, and now we're back to that question of what do I do if I only have 5 hours a week? In this case, he is going to do 2 things, and 2 things only. The first thing is you're gonna make 1 piece of content a week that you're gonna send out into the platform that you put it on, let's say YouTube, and you're gonna email it to your email list. And in each piece of content, you are going to pitch your lead magnet. Pitch it loud, pitch it proud, okay? The same way that I do in this video where I say, if you wanna go more in depth and get more information and benefit even bigger and better, go to lanesebring.com/supersimple. I'm not shy about it because I know it's gonna help you. Do that in every single piece of content. So make the piece of content, share it, pitch your lead magnet. From there, your email funnel will do the rest. While that's happening, any other time that you have during the week, work on that product. So you have a couple of courses, get them polished up and get them ready to launch and launch them. Your content should only take you 1 to 2 hours a week. That leaves 3 to 4 hours a week at this point to just work on content. What I would do there is get a product finished as fast as you can, work on the pre-launch material as fast as you can, and get it launched as fast as you can. Because as soon as you can get that into your funnel, what you now have is a system where you do content, people get the lead magnet, they go through the email funnel, and they're offered with a product. Once that's done, you can start working on the next product, or you can do one-on-one coaching and fill some of the rest of that 5 hours up with one-on-one coaching with clients, which is going to pay high, but it takes up your time. So that is my recommendation. Now, if you want to get a way more in-depth, detailed jump into every single one of these, you need to get on the wait list for my upcoming course, the 6-Figure Online Business Fastlane. Go to lanesebring.com/fastlane to get on the wait list for that. It's this entire process, but every single step along the way with detailed help from me. So go there, find that, you'll love it, and check out this video if you want to take what we've talked about here even further.